Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in all Magic the Gathering formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you all for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jordan with Crocodile MTG, bringing you another Magic the Gathering video. Today we're trying to play Bant Spirits. We're currently 3-0 in our Pioneer League. I did have to mulligan that first hand. I think the second hand is keepable though. We're going to go ahead and keep it. I kind of want to put the second Mausoleum Wanderer on the bottom, I believe. And I think I am going to go ahead and do that. We're taking quite a bit of damage from our lands, unfortunately. We'll see what our opponent's on here in a moment, though. Alright. Something blue-white. I would like to pay 2 here. I am going to play out this Mausoleum Wanderer. I wonder if it's blue-white control. If it is, we need to be a little careful here. I'll probably play out... I think I want to play out the Supreme Phantom and then hold up Spell Queller if we draw our third land. And just... Alright, this is another Bant deck. Alright, let's go ahead and play out Supreme Phantom here. See if it sticks. Our opponent might be on a Rattle Chains here if it's blue-white spirits. And being that they played Botanical Sanctum as opposed to like a Breeding Pool makes me think they're more of a spirits matchup. This could just be the mirror. Alright, yep, and a Rattle Chains. Alright, so this is going to make the matchup play a little differently. Maybe next turn we just run out the Spell Queller, the Empyrean Eagle, and see what they play. Alright, it's likely they have a Lord they can flash in here, so I don't want to take the damage. Unfortunately, due to our lands, though, we're actually kind of in a rough spot. Because we're taking so much damage off them. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get in here for 3. And we have a Spell Queller held up. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just take out this Lord here with Spell Queller. And then next turn, if they have a Collected Company they try to play, we'll just get rid of it with Mausoleum Wanderer. And if they don't do anything here, we'll just attempt to play our Empyrean Eagle next turn. Drawing another Empyrean Eagle here was pretty nice, actually. This is just a Spell Queller. Sure. So I'll go ahead and swing with, let's see, I swing with our Spell Queller. They could just double block, though, so I don't think I want to do that. Our opponent drawing their 4 lands kinda is unfortunate for us because I'd like to play out these Spell Quellers also. Playing out these Spell Quellers next turn and being able to swing with both our Spell Queller and our Mausoleum Wanderer, which our Mausoleum Wanderer would be a 4/4. I think that'd be pretty nice. Alright, there's another Spell Queller. So maybe just attack and attempt to trade Lords. And we'll see what our opponent has in response. If they just have another Lord to flash in, we're going to be able to play this Spell Queller, which will be pretty nice. Alright, they don't do anything. I would have liked to have a Rattle Chains of my own so we could flash in this Empyrean Eagle, but I think I'm just going to hold up the Spell Queller for the moment. And if they try to collect a company here, I'm just going to use Mausoleum Wanderer. Alright, now they have a Wanderer of their own. Alright, so they have 2 3-drops in hand, I believe, based on how they played that. Alright, there's another Spellcaller. Alright, let's see what they have here. Nothing? I wonder if they have also 2 Spellquellers and 6 mana. Alright, if they do nothing here, I might just flash in a Spellqueller at the end of turn. I wonder if they just have a collected company and they're worried about us flashing in something and pumping our Mausoleum Wanderer. Alright, there's an Embleghast, which is pretty nice. Alright, I'm going to attempt our Spellqueller here. Alright, I'm going to attack for 6, forcing them to block. And the question is now, do they want to double block the Spellqueller or the Mausoleum Wanderer to kill it? Either way, I think we get this Empyrean Eagle back, and then we have 2 Lords on our side of the battlefield. And they only have 1 card in hand at the moment. If they have Collected Company in hand, though, I could see them double blocking the Mausoleum Wanderer. And just a single block. I'm actually very surprised by that. So now we have this Herald in hand, and as long as they don't have Collected Company, I think we're looking in pretty good shape here. We're still sitting at 14. Looking at our sideboard here, we probably want the Mystical Disputes in this matchup. I kind of like the Detention Sphere and the Deccan Stones. I could also see bringing in the Settle the Wreckage. But being on only 3 lands, this is kind of a little bit concerning. Alright, there's another land. And I think I just swing out here. We'll see what they do. Is that it? I guess, do I just Spellcaller this? Collected Company? Alright. They're doing this before attacks, though, so if I need to, I won't attack. I think I still should have just maybe swung everything if I expected the Collected Company. The reason I ended up Spellquellering here is because I was debating this Embleghast Herald, but I should have been wary of the Collected Company because I think that was their one out. I should have just swung the team, forced them to block with Spectral Sailor and also block these 2 Spellquellers. We would have got another Lord back and we would have been in pretty good shape. Depending on what our opponent hit here, it might actually shift the matchup entirely in their favor. Alright, so this isn't completely in their favor, especially since this is what they hit. I don't... Let's see. They have to block, so they block here. They double block. They double block one of these, and then they block here, and then they sack. And then get their Supreme Phantom back. I think I just wait till next turn where I can play... if I draw a land, I can just play Nimblegast Herald and then Selfless Spirit, but otherwise I just can play our Selfless Spirits. So unless this is a collected company, I think we're okay. They could just be drawing a card with Spectral Sailor here. Alright. Lord is fine. Alright, there's a Rattle Chains. So what I could do here is attack with everything, flash in Rattle Chains, and flash in a Selfless Spirit. And then sack the Selfless Spirit. Essentially what all this does is it just trades Selfless Spirits, but it's still, I think, a pretty decent move. Because chances are they double block something here and then they end up taking a damage. But I think it all depends on what they end up thinking we have. Sure, let's give that. So I think their only out now is drawing a collected company. Ooh, shoot. Turn off, turn off, turn off. Ooh, gosh. Okay, that could have been bad. Alright, so now we're going to sacrifice ours as well. Everyone gains indestructible. And now the turn continues. And now, similarly, if we end up... right now we have lethal, I believe, unless they have collected company. But if we draw a land here... Alright, we don't draw a land. But I think we're still pretty safe to just attack with everything and play either our Lord or our Selfless Spirit. Alright, they have a Selfless Spirit of their own. I kind of want to flash in our Selfless Spirit again. Because if they have a Spell Queller or something, I don't want... Or even if they have a collected company, I don't want them to... Alright, they have a Spell Queller. Okay. That's what I was worried about. Because I don't want them to be able to just... to survive this. So now we have to attempt to win with our Lords, and I think that's a likely chance. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we each have 6 creatures. Next turn, though, being able to play these Empyrean Eagle or a Herald is going to probably swing the matchup in our favor. Do they just have collected company here? Okay, they're just drawing off of Spectral Sailor. If they're debating the pay, I wonder if they have collected company in hand. They paid. Brazen Borrower. So I think their only out is what? Collected company? Is that accurate? I think I'm gonna wait. I swing everything. I pump my team. Possibly nothing dies on my side of the battlefield. If I play Herald right now, I can tap something down. They're at 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we only have 5 attackers. I think I have to wait a turn. I mean, if this is Collect a Company, I just... Okay, they're drawing a card. That's what they're doing. I misunderstood. I was like, if this is Collect a Company, I have Mausoleum Wanderer. It's a pretty interesting board state. Alright, now I'm going to attempt the Nembogast Herald. I'm going to attempt a Petty Theft, returning in Empyrean Eagle. I guess I should have returned the Rattle Chains, actually. Or even one of these Spell Quellers. This could have been the wrong play. Because if I would have returned the Spell Queller, then the trigger would have been on the stack. And then I would have forced them to decide if that was correct or not. Alright, so this gets countered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I think I just play the Empyrean Eagle, and if they don't have Collect a Company, I think they just lose. Here they have to have a Spell Queller, I'm pretty sure. Alright, there's a Collect a Company. So this is a little concerning, because if they hit Empyrean Eagle, they could just... Or not Empyrean Eagle, I meant... okay, they hit 2 Lords. Well, that was pretty good on their part. So now can we even attack for the win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, they have exactly 7. Plus they have a Selfless Spirit. We're going to have to wait a turn. This match is kind of in a stalemate, which is a little concerning. We haven't drawn any of our Collect a Companies yet. Oh, and they had the Spectral Sailor as a backup as well. This matchup is going back and forth quite a bit. I'm pretty sure we have to find a Collect a Company and hit 2 creatures off it to be able to get the last point of damage in. Does this work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 10 creatures. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we have to wait a turn. Alright, they're going to draw a card here. This ended up being a crazy game one. I wonder if they just don't have anything here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 10 creatures, and I think they have 8 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have the ability to flash 2 things in. If we draw... well, that's a card. So I think I just attack with everything now. And now I think this is our opening to just collect a company for the win. Oh yeah. So now even if they get to tap down something, I think the extra 2 taps off the Herald, I don't think that's going to be enough. We have 10 attackers and they only have 6 blockers. They're able to tap down 1 thing. 7 blockers, 9 attackers. This is so complicated. They flash in rattle chains. This is actually, I think this was wrong. I think this actually cost them. I think if they would have waited for the Nimble Gas to resolve and then bring in the rattle chains, or is it the same? Alright, so they're going to tap something down, probably one of these 7/7s. I can't attack unless I'm sure. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, yeah, holy crap. Alright, well, we're going to have to just pass the turn awkwardly. This is an insane game one. I'm pretty sure it's game one at least. I think we have even creatures, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is exact. Holy cow. We have to hit another collected company or something. Shoot. We can't attack. And they don't even have anything, but we can't attack. No, they had a Spectral Sailor, so it's a good thing we didn't attack. It's fine. You can tap down the Selfless Spirit. I mean, I'm pretty sure the first one to attack loses. They can't really cast Collect a Company, because if they cast Collect a Company, we can just counter it unless they pay 5. Come on, collect a company. It's an Empyrean Eagle. I think they have an extra creature than us now. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. I think we're still at 12. Yep. Their ability to just draw a bunch of cards a turn is going to really screw us over. I think that's actually going to win them the match. They're only at 1 life, which is just driving me nuts. I'm going to attempt the Empyrean Eagle. I'm assuming they have a Spell Queller at this point. Yep. I don't know if they should have done that for this, though. Because I think my only out is hitting a Collect a Company. That's not a Collect a Company. Oh, dear Lord. I think they have enough to kill us now. Do they have another 1-drop? This is problematic. 3. I'm just going to pass. If they have it, they have it. Are they looking for something in particular, or are they just drawing cards that aren't lands? Let's see, 3, 6, 9. Yeah, they have plenty of creatures they can attack and win. This is not the way you win. Alright, so canceling Spell Quellers here. Still don't think I can win from this spot unless I draw a Collect a Company and they don't have a Spell Queller. That's not gonna do it. Do they have more lords than me? Is that why their power and toughness is so great? Yeah, because they countered my other lord. I forgot. Yeah, they have all 4 Empyrean Eagles out. It's a bit awkward. They definitely have it if they just attack with everything. That was probably our window of opportunity there, but... Three, 6, 9, 11. Yeah, we only have 11 attackers. What do we want to do here? I mean, there's no way they don't have a creature, though, right? Oh, they have 5 lords. We only have 4. I mean, I don't see a winning line that doesn't involve us just hitting a bunch of Collect a Company and a bunch of Nimble-Gast Heralds. Let's see, this trades, these trade. Guess I just do this. I don't know how we're gonna get through. They definitely turn this game around, that's for sure. Hopefully they don't have a Selfless Spirit that they're just gonna throw out. That's almost just as bad. They have another Lord here. Well, that sucks. They're gonna get back their card here. Yeah, I think we just lose now. The only way we win is drawing a Collect a Company and hitting something crazy. Like 3 Nimble-Gast all triggering at the same time. Collect a Company. That's not it. Alright, that's going to be the game. There was no way of coming back from that. That's insane. That was game number 1. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in Deputy here. I like the Mystical Disputes. I really like the Settle the Wreckages. Deccan Stone's also not bad. Question is, I don't want to... We're on the play. I don't want to completely dismantle our deck. I think I'm going to take out the Spectral Sailors. Actually, maybe let's keep 1 Spectral Sailor in. I like to Settle the Wreckages. I'm bringing those in first. I'm going to cut one of the Collected Companies, which I know some people don't like, but I like when I bring in Avacyn collecting one of the companies. Cutting one of the Collected Companies. think I'm going to trim on an Eagle and a Phantom and bring in these Deccan Stones. I'm going to cut a couple Rattle Chains, I think. Maybe we only bring in one Settle the Wreckage, bring in these Mystical Disputes. I wonder if they bring in their Mystical Disputes. Do we have too much removal? Maybe I take out the Brazen Borrower. Let's play this. Let's see how it goes. If we lose to a mirror match, it's not the end of the world. I think I like this hand. We'll keep it. We don't have any of our sideboard cards, but we might be able to draw into them. Alright, starting off with a Temple does not mean any spells from our opponent. Attack in here for 1. Next turn I'll begin holding up the Spell Queller here. Alright, Supreme Phantom from our opponent. I think that's fine. Could just jam Empyrean Eagle now, which I don't hate. Get in for 3. And now if our opponent just passes back, we have this Spell Queller we can hold up. Okay. Now that they don't, we can just jam this Collected Company. Get in for 6 here. Next turn we'll be able to shock in the Temple Garden and have Spell Queller and Rattle Chains up. Our opponent's already down to 10, which is pretty decent here. And if we get to untap and their only out is finding Rattle Chains or finding something off of Collected Company, I think we're just gonna win it here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and flash in here. Bring in a Rattle Chains. I'm going to go ahead and tap down this Empyrean Eagle. And this is going to be the victory, I think. Just playing out the Spell Queller here. Alright, what am I targeting here? Okay. So we need to target here. Alright, that was a lot quicker of a game than yeah, that was a lot quicker of a game than game 1 was. Alright, being on the play now, let's do the same thing. Let's win aggressively. No, our opponent's probably gonna be more aggressive. I'm actually surprised they kept a hand with like 2 Phantoms. Let's bring in a Settle the Wreckage. Kind of like, what more can I do though? I just need to keep a hand with more reactive spells than deactive. Yeah, like this is actually pretty decent. So we have a Deccan Stone and a Hollowed Fountain. If we find 2 more lands, we actually have a pretty decent hand here. All right, and we're on the draw, so we're gonna get to find more spells here. Our opponent took a mulligan down to 6, it looks like. turn 1 something. Alright, that's fine. There's a land, which is good. I'll turn 1 Mausoleum Wanderer. If they have a Lord here, I think that's fine. At least we're both taking quite a bit of damage from our lands. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to Deck and Stone the Selfless Spirit. Alright, they yield again, so that worked. Let's see what they got next turn, though. They're down to 4 cards. They probably have a land, so down to 3 relevant cards. They might have a Lord here. Alright, that's not as impressive as our Lord's going to be. And if we're able to get this Avacyn down, I think that's going to be a huge game changer. I just really hope they don't have the Collected Company next turn. I think I'm going to play it as if they don't have the Collected Company and just get in. Alright, they have the land. They pay the 2. It doesn't matter actually if they do have the Collected Company because we have a Mausoleum Wanderer here. We're not yielding through that. And now we have Mystical Dispute and Nimblegast Herald, and we're on our way to Archangel Avacyn. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to leave up Herald here, though. That way I can leave up Herald and Spellqueller. I mean, Mystical Dispute. Alright, what do they have here? Another Collected Company, possibly? Alright, Spellqueller's fine. Our opponent's down to 5 minutes on the clock. I think we're going to go ahead and say yes to that and pass the turn. And if our opponent attacks it, I'm just going to Avacyn. Alright, they draw a card. They play a land. They pay 2. Sure, we'll take back Nimblegast Herald. Does this work? If they don't have anything for this, I assume our opponent just concedes. I can't imagine they're just going to let this resolve. Indestructible. Okay, they have Nimblegast Herald at least. Alright, that's fine. We're going to still get the block, though, which is good. And then... Oh, Empyrean Eagle. That's so funny. Empyrean Eagle actually pumps Archangel Avacyn. I hope we draw a blue source here. Alright, with your Spectral Sailor, I think it's better here to just play Empyrean Eagle and attack in for 6, forcing them to block. And even if they triple block here, they lose everything other than Spellqueller. So I think I'm fine with them triple blocking, but I can't imagine this is a winning line. So after a crazy long game, game 1. Alright, we're going to rearrange these here. We want to deal damage here first and then all the way back. Alright, that's fine. Down everyone goes. I mean, if Avacyn ever flipped, that would have just been game for them. So they have to find something here. Because if they don't, I think we just have it locked up. So they could find Collect a Company and completely revert it. Alright, there's an Empyrean Eagle. So that's at least something. Alright, I think we just attack in with both here. If they take 3, I think that's fine. Apparently I have an alarm going off. And we have Mystical Dispute up. Alright, so they take 3 here. Alright, and with this Mystical Dispute up, I think we are pretty safe from most things they could have. If they have Collect a Company, as long as they don't have a land, or even if they do have a land, I think we can just Mystical Dispute it here. Alright, there's the land. And I think we just attack here. Or do we? Because if they have a Herald or something, I guess they could... Let's go ahead and Sailor here. Alright, this is their opportunity to play something. Do they have the Collect a Company? No, they have a Spell Queller. Okay. Oh god, and the Deccan Stone for the win. That's insane. Alright, let's go ahead and cast that. Tap that down. The Deccan Stone off the top won us the game. That was crazy. After a crazy long game 1, game 2 and 3 being quickly taken down, our opponent only had a minute and a half left on the clock. Thank you all so much for watching, especially if you stuck around to the very end. Please hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next match. We're currently 4-0. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check out the description below for more Magic the Gathering content. This was Jordan with Crocodile MTG, and we will see you next time.